From the moment I walked into your shop, the light Lucy lived.
I was only thinking of you.
Lucy.
You're Lucy. Washable bedwoman. Peel beauty out of any action hands. Would you have wanted to know that was all that was left of her?
You lied to me.
No, not lied at all. No, I never lied. Said she took the poison. She did. Never said that she died. Poor thing, she lived, but it left a ring in that hand. She'd have been in hospital, rolled up in bed, but instead that you should think she was dead. Yes, I might have knew. Twice the way she was, I would that thing have cared for you like me?
Mrs. Moffat, you're a little tender and practical and yet appropriate as always. As you said repeatedly, there's little point in dwelling on them.
Do you mean it?
Feel my love. Don't you feel my love? Till the death of discovery of the world like this.
Mr. Todd, yes, Mr. Todd, leave it to me.
Please learn forgiveness and try to forget.
See, Mr. Todd, will be happy, comes the other. See, Mr. Todd, but there's no one else.
Life is more than a life, my love. So let's keep
Living it,
just keep living it, really living it.
That'll work. Just watch me. I'll just adjust.
A tender tale of Sweeney Todd. His skin was pale and his eye was odd. He shaved the faces of gentlemen who never thereafter were heard of again. He trod a path that few have trod, did Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street.
He kept a shop in London town, of fancy clients and good renown. And what if none of their souls were saved? They went to their maker impeccably shaved by Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street.
His needs were few, his room was bare. A love, a bow, and a to the mountains of Peru, but there's no place like London. I feel home again. I could hear the city bells ring, whatever I would do. No, there's no place like London. Mr. Todd, sir?
You are young. Life has been kind to you. You will learn. So, Anthony, here we go our several ways. Farewell. I shall not soon forget the good ship Bountiful, nor the young man who saved my life.
There's no cause to thank me for that, sir. It would have been a poor Christian indeed who would have spotted you pitching and tossing on that raft and not given the alarms.
Many good Christian would have done just that. No lost his sleep over it either.
Arms for a miserable woman. I'm a miserable chilly morning. Thank you, sir. Thank you. How would you like to play a game, dear? Play a game, dear. Who knows? You even might just win. Wouldn't you like to win the prize, dear? Come play with me, dear. Who knows? Who knows? What's got wandering its head? Don't I know you, mister?
Mustn't you clear everyone? Off with you! Off, I say!
Then how would you like to play with me, dear? Play a game, dear. Who knows you even?
Off with you! To the devil with you!
Arms for a miserable woman.
Pardon me, sir, but there's no need to fear the likes of her. She was only a half-crazy beggar woman. London's full of them.
I beg your indulgence, boy. My mind is far from easy from these once familiar streets. I feel the ghostly chill of shadows everywhere. Forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive.
Farewell, Anthony.
Mr. Todd, before we part,
What is it?
I have honored my promise never to question you. Whatever brought you to that sorry shipwreck is your affair. And yet, during those many weeks of the voyage home, I've come to think of you as friend. And if trouble lies ahead for you in London, if you need help or money,
No. There's a hole in the world like a great black pit, and its morals are worth what a pig could spit, and the vermin of the world inhabit it, and it goes by the name of London. At the top of the hole sit a privileged few, eating muck of the vermin and the low, as you take beauty into filth and greed. I too have sailed the world and seen its wonders, for the cruelty of man is as wondrous as Peru, but there's no place like London. There was a barber and his wife, and she was beautiful. A foolish barber and his wife, she was his reason and his life, and she was beautiful, and she was virtuous, and he was naive. There was another man who saw that she was beautiful, a pious vulture of the law, who with a gesture of his claw removed the barber from his blade. Then there was nothing but to wait, and she would fall, so soft, so young, so lost, and oh, so beautiful.
lady, sir, did she succumb?
Oh, that was many years ago. I doubt if anyone would know. Now leave me, Anthony. I beg of you. There's somewhere I must go. Something I must find out. Now, and alone.
But surely we will meet again before I'm off to Plymouth.
You might find me. Around Fleet Street, I wouldn't wonder.
Well, until then, Mr. Todd.
Whole world, look a big black pit, and its walls on world, but a pig could spit, and the vermin of the world inhabit it. Isn't that a room over the shop? Time's so hard. You should just rent it out. Want to bring in something?
Up there? Oh, I wouldn't go near it. People think it's haunted. You see, years ago, something happened up there. Something not very nice. There was a barber and his wife, and he was beautiful, a proper artist with a knife. But they transported him for life, and he was beautiful. Barker's name was Benjamin Barker.
Transported? What was his crime?
Foolishness. He had this wife, you see, pretty little thing, silly little nit, had a chance for the world on a string. Poor thing. Poor thing. There were these two cuts from a needle. Too bad, poor thing. So they merely shipped the poor blighter off south they did, leaving her with nothing but grief and a year-old kid. Did she use a hand even though? No, God forbid. Poor fool. Oh, but there was worse yet to come. Poor thing. Joanna. That was the baby's name. Pretty little Joanna.
Go on.
My, but you do like a good story, don't you? Well, Beetle calls on her all polite. Poor thing, poor thing. The judge, he tells her he's all contrite. He blames himself for her dreadful plight. She must come straight to his house tonight. Poor thing, poor thing. Of course, when she goes there, poor dear poor thing, they're having these bold all new masks. There's no one she knows there, poor dear poor thing. She wanders tormented and drinks, poor thing. The judge has repented, she thinks, poor thing. Oh, where is Judge Toby? She asks. He was there all right, only not so contrite. She wasn't no match for such graft, you see, and everyone thought it so droll. Like the yacht she ought to be dogged, you see, so all of them stood there and laughed, you see. Poor soul, poor
Will no one have mercy on her?
So it is you, Benjamin Barker.
No, not Barker. It's Todd now. Sweeney Todd. Where is she?
So changed. Good God, what they done to you down in bloody Australia.
Where is my wife? Where is my Lucy?
Poisoned myself. Arsenic from the apothecary on the corner. I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen to me.
Joanna, what has become of my daughter?
Joanna, he's got her.
He, Judge Turpin.
Even he had a conscience tucked away, I suppose. Adopted her like his own. You could say it was good for her. Almost.
15 years. 15 years sweating in a living hell on a trumped-up charge. 15 years dreaming they might come home to a loving wife and child. Let them quicken their boots. The judge and the beetle both, for their hour has come.
You're gonna get him. You, a bleeding little nobody of a runaway convict. Don't make me laugh. You'll never get his high and mightiness, nor the beetle neither. Not in a million years. Hey, you got any money? Listen to me. You got any money?
No money.
Then how you gonna live here?
I'll live. If you sweat in the sewers, I'll live in the plague hospital. I'll live, and I'll have him.
You poor thing. You poor thing. Wait. It don't have to be the sewers of the plague hospital. When they came for the little girl I hid him, I thought, who knows, maybe someday the poor silly boy will be back and need him. Cracked to the head one night. I could have got 5, maybe 10 quid for him any day. You see, you can be a barber again.
These are my friends. See how they glisten. See this one shine. How he smiles in the light. My friend, my clever friend. Speak to me, friend. Whisper, I'll listen. I know and we'll do wonders, won't we? You there, my friend,
I'm your friend too, Mr. Todd.
let me hold you.
If you only know, Mr. Todd, oh, Mr. Todd, you're warm in my hand.
My friend, my faithful
Always had the fondness
friend.
you I did
I have sailed the world, beheld its wonders, from the pearls of Spain to the rubies of Tibet, but not even in London have I seen such a wonder. Lady, look at me, miss, oh look at me, please, oh favor me with your glance. Ah, miss, what do you see up there in those trees? Oh, won't you give me a chance? Who would sail to Spain for all its wonders, when in Kearney's lane lies the greatest wonder yet? Oh, miss, look at you, pale and ivory skin. Oh, look at you, looking so sad, so queer. Promise not to retreat to the darkness back of your window. Not till you look down here. Look at me. Do you happen to know whose house this is?
That's the great Judge Turpin's house, that is.
And the young lady who resides there?
Her. That's Joanna, his pretty little ward. But don't you go trespassing there. Not if you value hide. Trespassing there is a good woman for you. And another good mischief on his mind. Hey, boy, sail away with me, dear. Let's go to sea, just you and me. We'll have fun on the sea, dear.
I feel you, Joanna. I feel you. I was half convinced I'd waken, satisfied enough to dream you. Happily I was mistaken, Joanna. I'll steal you, Joanna. I'll steal you.
Joanna! You, if I see your face on this or any other neighboring street, you will rue the day you were born. Is that clear enough
Sir, I
speaking
swear.
for you?
There was nothing in my heart but the most respectful sentiments
Nothing in
of...
your heart. Dispose of him!
Dear, I knew.
You heard his worship.
But friend, I have no fight with you.
Got the gist of it, friend? Next time will be your neck.
I'll steal you, Joanna. I'll steal you. Do they think that walls can hide you? Even now I'm at your window. I am in the dark beside you. Very sweetly in your raven hand.
and gentlemen, from now on you can waken in ease. You need never again have a worry or care. I will show you a miracle marvelous rare. Gentlemen, you are about to see something that rose from the dead. On the top of my head. 'Twas Borelli's miracle elixir. That's what did the trick, sir. True, sir, true. Was it quick, sir? Did it in a tick, sir? Just like any elixir ought to do. How about a bottle, mister? Only costs a penny, guaranteed. Go ahead and tuck, sir. Go ahead, sir, Potter. Does Pirelli stimulate the growth, sir? You can have my oats, it is unique. Rub a minute, stimulating in it. Soon you'll have to thin it once a week. Penny buys a bottle, guaranteed. How about a sample? Have you ever smelled a cleaner? That's no sample. Gently dab it, gets to be a habit. Soon there'll be enough, sir. Somebody can grab it. See that chap with hair like Shelley's? You can tell he's used Pirelli's.
Let me have a bottle, big one too.
What do you mean, man? What's that awful stench?
I was standing in my
Pirelli's miracle elixir. Anything with slick, sir, soon sprouts curls. Try Pirelli's when they see how thick, sir. You can have your pick, sir, of the girls. Wanna buy a bottle,
What
mister?
is this?
What is this?
Smells like
Have you ever
piss.
smelled
What is
This is Mr. Pisswick.
What does that smell like? What is this?
Give me back the money. Where is Pirelli?
Pirelli's activate your roots, sir.
Keep it off your boots, sir. It's right through.
Get Pirelli's, use a bottle of it. Ladies seem to love it.
Boys do too. Everybody money over. Everybody money over.
See Pirelli's miracle elixir, grow a little wixer, then some buzz. The Pirelli's soon make it fixer, like a good elixir always does. Trust Pirelli's if your hair is sick, sir. Fix it in an elixir, don't let it rip. Just Pirelli's, that'll do the trick, sir. If you had a kick, sir. If you had a kick, sir. Talk to him.
I blow you a kiss. And I, the so famous Pirelli, I wish you to know who has the nerve to say my elixir is piss. Who said this?
I do. I am Mr. Sweeney Todd of Fleet Street. I've opened a bottle of Pirelli's elixir, and I say to you it is nothing but errant fraud, concocted from piss and ink.
Better throw your money down the sewer.
Oh, furthermore, signorina, I've never serviced a queen, yet I wager I can shave a cheek with 10 times more dexterity than the street mountebank. See this razor?
The finest in England.
All I get is £5. You're no match for me, sir. You hear me? Either accept my challenge, or reveal yourself to be a sham.
Bravo! Bravo! These are indeed fine razors. Instruments like these once seen cannot be soon forgotten. You wager these against £5, sir?
I do.
You hear this foolish man. Watch and see how he will regret his folly. £5 it is.
Friends, neighbors, who's for a shave? Will Beetle Bamford be the judge?
Glad as always to oblige my friends and neighbors.
Ready?
Ready.
The fastest, smoothest shave is the winner.
To shave the face, to pull it up to
it a prison, we make a whistle. This is from early infancy that talent give to me. My God, it taken a skill, it taken a brains, it taken a will to take it a it taken a pace, it taken a
The winner is called.
Smooth as a baby's bottom indeed.
Sir, I bow to a skill far defter than my own.
£5.
Of course. Here you are, sir, and may the good Lord smile upon you until we meet again. Come, boy. Signori, bellissime signorine, buongiorno, buongiorno a tutti.
Who'd have thought it, you pulled it off. And come to Sweeney Todd's tonsorial parlor, but my meat pie shop on Fleet Street.
Strange, sir. It seems your face is known to me.
Him? That's a laugh. Him being the uncle's cousin and just arrived from Birmingham yesterday.
And yet I have already heard Beadle Bamford spoken of with utmost respect.
Well then, sir, you shall surely see me by the end of the week.
You'll be welcome, Beadle Bamford, and I guarantee to give you, without a penny's charge, the closest shave you will ever know.
Sweeney pondered and Sweeney planned like a perfect machine. He went hard with the hook, baiting the trap, setting it out for the beetle to snap. Sweeney pondered and Sweeney did set a sort of a scene. He did, taking the trail, showing the traces, letting it lead to higher places. Laying the trail, showing the traces, letting it lead to higher places. Sad is good and Sweeney gets it. Sad is good and Sweeney just as she is Sweeney.
How many times do I have to tell you? On that trash from the gutter hanging around my establishment.
Not a penny to you, or a pie, one of them pies that gives smokers a half an hour.
Oh, or you'll get a kick on the rump that'll make your teeth chatter.
You stuck thing, you and your fancy ass!
Out in the city. It's not much of a chair, but it'll do till you get your fancy new one. It was before Albert's chair was. Sat it all day long after his leg gave out from the dropsy. What a bear, isn't it? Never did like a bear room. Oh well, we'll get some fancy knickknacks.
Why doesn't the beetle come? Before the week is up, that's what he said.
And who said the week is out? It's only Tuesday. Easy now, hush love, hush. Don't distress yourself, what's your rush? Keep your thoughts nice and lush. Wait. Hush love, hush. Think it through. Once it bubbles, then what's to do? Watch it close, let it brew. Wait. I've been thinking flowers, maybe daisies, to brighten up the room. Don't you think some flowers, pretty daisies, might relieve the gloom? Oh, wait, love, wait. what do you think? Gillyflowers, I'd say. Nothing like a nice bowl of gillies.
Mr. Todd, I've paced Fleet Street a dozen times without success, but now the sign. In business already.
Yeah.
I congratulate you. And,
Love it, sir.
a pleasure, ma'am. Oh, Mr. Todd, I have so much to tell you. I have found the fairest and most loving maid that any man could dream of. And yet there are problems. She has a guardian so tyrannical she is kept shut from human eye. But this morning, this key from her shuttered window, the sure sign that Joanna loves me, and...
Joanna?
That's her name, ma'am. And Turpin, that of the abominable parent. A judge, it seems, but as I said, a monstrous tyrant. Oh, Mr. Todd, once the judge has gone to court, I'll slip into the house and plead with her to fly with me tonight. Yet, when I have her, where can I bring her till I have a hired coach to send us home to Plymouth? Oh, Mr. Todd, if I could lodge her here for just an hour or two.
Bring her, dear.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. I have your consent as well, Mr. Todd?
The girl may come.
Oh, I shall be grateful for this to the grave. Now I must hurry, for surely the judge is off to the Old Bailey. My thanks, 1,000 blessings on you both.
Who'd have no idea? It's like fate, innit? You have Joanna back before the day's out.
Oh, for 2 hours before he departed to the other end of England.
Oh, that's sale. Let him bring her here, and then, since you're so hot, put a little... That's the Brutus sled, dear. Oh, Mr. T, we'll make a lovely home for her, you and me. The poor thing. All those years without a scrap of motherly affection. I'll soon change that, I will. For if ever there was a maternal home, it's mine.
Good morning, Mr. Todd. And to you, bellissima signorina.
Signorina, sure.
A little business with Mr. Todd, signora, if you will give the, permission.
Yes, I'll just pop on down to my meat pies, won't I? Oh, Lord. Look at him now. Don't look like it's had a kind word since I've passed never. What do you say to a nice juicy meat pie, eh?
Oh, yes, Mum.
Your teeth are strong, though.
Yes.
Then come with me. At least you've got a nice full head of hair on you.
Well, to tell you the truth, Mum, it's awful hot.
Mr. Todd.
Signor Parelli.
Call me Molly. Molly Higgins the name when it's not professional. It's not much of a place, but I imagine you'll privy it up a bit. Now, Mr. Todd, I'd like me 5 quid back, if you don't mind.
And why would I do that?
It'll hold me over till your customers start coming. Then it's half your profits you'll be handing over to me each week on a Friday. Share and share alike. All right, Mr. Benjamin Barker?
Why did you call me that?
You don't remember me? And why should you? I was just a down-and-out Irish lass you hired for a couple of weeks, sweeping up hair and such like. But I remember these, and you, Benjamin Barker, later transported to Botany Bay for life. So, Mr. Todd, do we have a deal? Or shall I run down the street for me pal Beetle Bamford? You think I'm smart, you foolish boy. Tomorrow you start in my employ. You understand? You like how my pie.
kiss me.
Oh, sir.
Oh, miss.
Oh, sir, if he should marry me Monday, what will I do? I'll die of
Fight
fright.
tonight.
Tis Friday, which will be Sunday. What can we do with time so
We
bright?
fight you
Behind the curtain,
tonight.
quick. I think I heard a click. It was the gate. It's the gate. You don't have a gate, so you must have wait. There's another click. You must have forgotten.
Kiss me.
Tonight.
Kiss me.
You mean tonight?
Miss me.
Oh,
So
sir,
kiss me.
I feel a fright.
Not afraid
Till
tonight.
I return. As I saw you, as I did not know your name.
It's me you'll marry on Monday. That's what you'll do.
And gladly, sir,
It's new.
I knew I'd be with you one day, even not knowing who you were.
Oh, Miss Mary, Mary,
Never
Miss
come,
Mary,
to be called away,
Mary,
to be
Mary,
killed, to
Mary,
play,
Mary,
to
Miss
jail,
Mary,
to
Mary,
horse,
Mary,
to
Mary,
snake,
Mary,
to let us kiss me.
Of course.
Kiss me.
You sure?
Kiss me.
I shall.
Kiss me, oh, sir.
In order to shield Joanna from the evils of this world, I decided to marry her on Monday.
Ah, sir, happy news indeed.
Strangely enough, when I offered myself to her, she seemed to show a certain reluctance.
Excuse me, my lord, may I request, my lord, permission, my lord, to speak? Forgive me if I suggest, my lord, you're looking less than your best, my lord. There's powder upon your vest, my lord, and stubble upon your cheek. And ladies, my lord, are weak.
Well, perhaps if she greets me enthusiastically upon my return, I should give her a small gift.
Ladies in their sensitivities, my lord, have a fragile sensibility. When a girl's emergent, probably it's urgent, you defer to her gentility, my lord. Personal disorder cannot be ignored, given their genteel proclivities. Meaning no offense, it happens they resent it. Ladies in their sensitivities, my lord.
Stubble, you say? Perhaps I've been a mite hasty with my morning ablutions.
Fret not, though, my lord, I know a place, my lord, a barber, my lord of skill. The sound with the shaven face, my lord, some eau de cologne to brace, my lord, and musk to enhance the chase, my lord. You'll dazzle the girl until she bows to your every will.
Ah, that may well be so. And where, pray tell, is this miraculous barber?
On Fleet Street, sir.
Take me to him.
The name is Todd.
Todd.
So I concur and fully
Sweeney
to
Todd.
Married on Sunday.
Saturday, sir, good also.
It's tonight.
I think I heard a noise.
No.
Another noise. It's from mine, just a noise. Just another
mine,
noise.
just a
Something in the
noise,
street.
another
I'm
noise,
silly
something in the
little
street.
kiss me. Oh, sir.
We'll go to Paris on Monday.
What shall I wear? I daren't
Ride the
pack.
train.
With you beside me on Sunday. What will I care what things I lack?
To Spain.
But the
Todd.
At your service, sir. And what may I do for you today? Stylish trimming of the hair, soothing skin massage. Sit, sir, sit.
You see, sir, a man infatuate with love, her ardent and eager slave. So fetch the pomade and pumice stone, and lend me a more seductive tone, a sprinkling perhaps of French cologne. But first, sir, I think a shave.
The closest I ever gave.
Ah, you're in a merry mood today, Mr. Todd.
Does the morning lights are catching fire from one man to the next?
'Tis true, sir, love can still inspire the blood to pound the heart leap higher. What more
can man require?
than love, sir?
More than love, sir.
What, sir?
Women.
Ah, yes, women.
Pretty women. Now then, my friend, now to your purpose. Patience, enjoy it. Revenge can't be taken
Be
in.
hasted, for when you'll be commended, sir.
My lord. And who may it be said is your intended, sir?
My ward. Oh, and as pretty as a rosebud she is.
As pretty as her mother.
What? What was that?
Nothing, sir, nothing. Shall we proceed? Pretty women, fascinating, sipping coffee, dancing. Pretty women are a wonder. Pretty women, sitting in the window or standing on the stair. Something in them cheers me. Pretty women,
Fascinating.
sipping coffee,
Dancing.
say forever.
Breathing lightly.
Pretty women, blowing out their candles or combing out their hair. Even when they still are there. They're there, our pretty women. Letter writing flag, weather watching how they make a lasting proof of heaven as you're living. Pretty women, sir, pretty women, yes, pretty women, pretty women, pretty women, pretty women.
Joanna, marries me Sunday. Everything's set. We'll leave tonight. We'll be in Paris by Monday. Out of that heartless tyrant sight. Judge Turpin! You elope with Joanna? I'll have her locked up in some obscure retreat where neither you nor any other corrupting young youth can lay an eye upon her. Is that clear? I beg of you! And as for you, barber, is your company? Service him well, for you will have none of mine. Mr. Todd, sir? Get out!
Please run in and shower, dear. What's it all about?
I have you in bed.
The sailor busted in. I saw him and I thought, well, the fat's in the fire for sure.
Someone was burned beneath my hand.
Hi there, dear. Don't fret.
His throat was there and to never come again.
See now, hush, love, hush. I keep telling you, it's your
Why
rush.
did I wait? You told me to wait. Now he'll never come again. There's a hole in the world like a big black pit in this world on board with a pig could spit and a woman in the world and have it. But not charge of one man, no, nor 10 men, nor 100 can swing me. I will have you! Get him back, even as he gloats. In the meantime, we'll practice on his honorable throat. And my Lucy lies in ashes, and I'll never see my girl again. But the work waits, and the light at last, and I'm full of joy.
That's all very well. But what are we going to do about the Italian? Listen to me. Can you even hear me? Pull yourself together. What are we going to do about her?
Her? Later on when it's dark, take her to some secret place and bury her.
Oh, yes. Suppose we could do that. Don't suppose she's got any relatives going to come poking around looking for her? Well, you know me. Broad ideas just pop into my head and I keep thinking. Seems a downright shame.
Shame.
Seems an awful waste. Such a nice plump frame. What's her name has? No, it can't be traced. Business needs a lift. Debts to be erased. Think of it as thrift, as a gift, if you get my drift. Now, seems an awful way. I mean, with the price of meat, what it is, when you get it, if you get it.
Huh?
Good, you got it. Take for instance Mrs. Mooney at her pie shop. Business never better, using only pussycats and toast. Now one pussy's good for maybe 6 or 7 at the most. And I'm sure they can compare as far as taste.
What a charming notion.
Well, it does seem a waste.
Mrs. Lovett, how I
It's an idea. Think about it.
Also on what's the sound of the world out there?
What, Mr. Todd? What, Mr. Todd? What is that sound?
Those crunching noises pervading the air.
Yes, Mr. Todd. Yes, Mr. Todd. Yes, all around.
It's man devouring man, my dear. And who are we to deny it? Oh, these are desperate times, Mrs. Lovett. Desperate measures must be taken.
Here we are, hot round the oven.
What is that?
It's priest. Have a little priest.
Is it really good?
Sir, it's too good, at least. Then again, they don't commit sins of the flesh. So it's pretty fresh.
Well, not fat.
Only where it's at.
Haven't you got poet? Or something like that?
Now you see the trouble with poet is how do you know it's deceased? Try the priest.
Heavenly. Not as hearty as bishop, but then not as bland as curate either.
Good for business too. Always leaves you wanting more. Trouble is, we only get it in on Sundays. Lawyers rather nice.
if it's for a price.
Order something else though to follow, since no one should swallow it twice.
Have you any Dean?
Well then, if you're British and loyal, you might enjoy Royal Murray. Anyway, it's clean, though of course it tastes of wherever it's been.
Is that Squire on the fire?
Mercy, no sir, look closer, you'll notice it's grosser.
Thicker, or like vicar?
Now it has to be grosser, it's green.
The history of the world, my love,
Say a lot of graves to a lot of relatives' favors.
is those below serving those up above.
Everybody shakes, so there should be plenty of labor.
How gratifying for us to know that those above will serve those down below.
Now let's see. We got Tinker,
Oh no, something pinker.
Taylor,
Taylor,
Potter,
try something hotter.
Butler,
Sutler,
Locksmith. Lovely bit of clock.
maybe for a lock.
Then again, they're sweet if you want to cheat and you like it dark. Try a financier. Pick up his career.
That looks pretty rank.
Well, he drank, no, it's bank cashier. Never really sold. Maybe it was old.
Have you any beadle?
Miss Sweet, so I'm told. Beetle isn't bad till you smell it and notice how well it's been greased. Stick to priest. Now then, this might be a bit stringy, but then of course it's fiddle player.
Oh, no, this isn't fiddle player, it's piccolo player.
How can you tell?
It's piping hot.
Ha! Then blow on it first.
The history of the world, my sweet,
Oh, Mr. Todd, what does it tell?
is who gets eaten and who gets to eat.
And Mr. Todd to Mr. Todd, who gets to sell?
But fortunately, it's all so clear
That everybody goes down
well with me.
Since Marine doesn't appeal to you, how about Rear Admiral?
Oh no, far too salty. I prefer general.
With or without his privates?
What is that?
It's fob, finest in the shop. And we have some shepherd's pie pepper with actual shepherd on top. And I've just begun. Is the politician so oily? It's served with a doily, not one.
Put it on a bun. Well, you never know if it's going to run.
Try the fryer, fried and stryer.
No, the clergy is really too coarse and too mealy.
The actor, that's compactor.
Yes, and always erupt overdone. I'll come again when you have judge on the menu.
Wait, true, we don't have judge yet. But when you settle for the next best thing,
And what's that?
executioner.
Have charity towards the world, my pets.
Yes, yes, I know, my love.
We'll take the customers that we can get.
Highborn and low, my love.
We'll not discriminate great from small. No, we'll serve anyone, meaning anyone, and to anyone at all.
Most of the gourmets among you will tell you, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, you can imagine the rapture in store. Just inside of this door. There you'll sample Mrs. Lovett's meat pies, savory and sweet pies, as you'll see. You who eat pies, Mrs. Lovett's meat pies, conjure up the treat pies used to be. Excuse me.
Ale there.
Right, Mom?
Quick now. Nice to see you, dearie. How have you been keeping? Call me Bones is weary. Toby, one for the gentleman here. The birdie's cheeping. Always makes it cheery. Toby, throw the old woman out. What's your pleasure, dearie? Now we don't cut slices. Call me Isis Bleary. Toby, run for the gentleman. I could up me prices. I'm a little leery. Business couldn't be better though. Knock on. Psst. Excuse me. Psst. Dear, see to the customers. Yes, what love? Though the train is brisk.
But it's 6 o'clock.
So it's 6
It
o'clock.
was due to arrive at 5:15 and it's 6 o'clock.
Can you down the bucket to me?
I've been waiting all day. I'm sure you dear, I know.
Will you please
Come back when it comes.
Your transfers truly are getting unruly and incidentally dearie. Oops, I beg your pardon. Just the hands is sneery. Tell me, one for the gentleman. Aren't you love our garden? Always makes me cheery. Must be one of the foreigners. What's my secret? Frankly, dear, forgive my candor. Family secret. All to do with herbs. Things like being careful with your coriander. That's what makes the gravy grander. Excuse me, dear, see to the customers. What now, love? Quick, though the train is brisk.
But it's here.
It's where?
Coming up the stair.
Get rid of this lot, it's still pretty hot.
It's about to be open. Don't you care? But it's there.
So if I let him get colder when incidentally dearie, you know Mrs. Mooney, sales have been so dreary. Toby, holding his penny, this what about that loony, looking sort of beery. Oh well, gotta come up and said that'll be Robinson. So cheap,
Is that a chair for a king? A wondrous neat and most particular chair. You tell me where's the receipt? Can I compare with this particular thing? I have a few minor adjustments to make. They'll take
Take your time, I'll go see to that
call you.
customer.
I have another friend.
Is that a pie fit for a king? A wondrous sweet and most particular. You see, ma'am, why there's no meat pie can
It's perfect, it's gorgeous.
the crust all velvety and creamy, that lace, those grims, and then the thick succulent cheese. One bit
A barber's chair. It's time
surrender.
Excuse me, dear, see to the customers. All set, love.
quick now.
Me heart's a flutter.
When I pound the floor,
When you pound the floor,
it's a signal to show that I'm ready to go. When I pound the floor,
When you pound the floor, will you trust me?
I just want to be sure. And I'm certain that you're in the place. I'll count 3 times. 3 times.
No.
And then you. 3 times. If you. Exactly.
Wait!
I feel you, Joanna. I feel you. Do they think that walls can hide you? Even now I'm at your window. I am in the dark beside you. Very sweetly in your raven hair, Joanna.
And are you beautiful and pale, with raven hair like her? I want you beautiful and pale, the way I dreamed you were, Joanna. And if you're beautiful, what then, with raven hair like night? I think we shall not meet again, my little lamb, my light, Joanna. Goodbye, Joanna. You're gone and yet you're mine. I'm fine, Joanna. I'm fine.
Smoke, smoke, sign the devil, city on fire. Witch, witch, smell the third evil smell. Every night in the vespers, smell that comes from mouth and hell. City on fire. Mischief, mischief, mischief.
And if I never hear your voice, still have the way ahead, it's clear, Joanna. And in that darkness when I'm blind, but I can't forget, Joanna. It's always morning in my mind, my little lamb, my pet, Joanna. You stay, Joanna, the way I dreamed you are. Oh, look, Joanna, a star.
City on fire. Quick, miss, we're on the tower to Mars. There it is, the holy smell. Tell it to me, please, tell them how, please. City on fire. Mischief, mischief, mischief. Eat arms.
And though I'll think of you, I guess, till the day I die, I think I miss you less and less as every day goes by, Joanna. You'd be beautiful and pale, and would you much like her? If only angels could prevail, we'd be the way we were, Joanna. Wake up, Joanna, another bright red day. We learn, Joanna, to say goodbye.
regular like, and since we're careful to pick and choose, only strangers and such like won't be missed. Who's gonna catch on? Oh, Mr. Todd, I'm so happy I could eat you up, I really could. Do you know what I'd like to do, Mr. Todd? What a dream, if the beastie stays as good, where I'd really like to go in a year or so. Don't you want to know?
Yes, I do.
Do you really want to know?
Of course.
By the sea, Mr. Todd, that's a life I can't live. By the sea, Mr. Todd, oh, I know you'd love it. You and me, Mr. T, we could be alone in a house where we'd all have stone down by the sea. Wouldn't that be smashing? With the sea at our gate, we'll have keep on herring. What have swum to us straight from the straits of Bering. Every night in the kip, when we're through our kippers, I'll be there slipping off your slippers by the sea. With a fish she's sloshing by the sea. Wouldn't that be smashing down by the sea?
Anything you say.
I can see us waking, the breakers breaking, the seagulls squawking. Ooh, ooh, I do me baking, then I go walking with you. Ooh, I'd walk me those ugly as my name. Have tea and scones with me, gay young blade. Then all need to sweat while you write a letter, unless we got better to do. Think how snug it will be underneath our flannel when it's just you and me and the English Channel in our cozy retreat, kept all neat and tidy. We'll have chums over every Friday by the sea. Don't you love the weather by the sea? We'll rock all together down by the seaside. Ooh, what a beautiful sea. Mr. T, I can see us now in our bathing dresses. You in a nice rich navy, and me stripes perhaps. It'll be so quiet that who'll come by except a seagull. Ooh, ooh, we shouldn't try it until it's legal for you. But the seaside wedding could be devised. Me rumpled bidding legitimized. Me eyelids will flutter, I'll turn into butter. I'll come in time butter, I do. By the sea in our nest, we could share our cucumbers with the odd paying guest from the weekend trippers. Have a nice sunny suite for the guests to rest in. Now and then you could do the guest in by the sea. Marry nice and proper by the sea. Bring along your chopper to the seaside. Ooh, what a beautiful sea.
I found her!
Found Joanna.
That monster would judge us locked her away in a madhouse!
Where?
And we're nowhere to reach her. At Mr. Fogg's asylum. Oh, Mr. Todd, she's in there with those screeching, gibbering maniacs.
Madhouse. A madhouse. Joanna's as good as rescued.
Chief?
Yes. Where do you suppose all the wigmakers of London go to obtain their human hair?
Who knows, dear? More wouldn't be surprised.
Bedlam. They get their hair from the lunatics at Bedlam.
Then you think...
Yes, Fogg's asylum. Why not? For the right price, they'll sell you the hair off any madman's head.
And the scouts go with it too. We request. I'm out.
We will write a letter to this Mr. Fogg, requesting the highest price for it in the exact shade of Joanna's, which I trust you know.
Black.
Not exact. I'll have to make you into a credible wigmaker, and quickly.
Sweeney waited too long before, oh, never again we swore. Fortune arrived, Sweeney insane. Sweeney was
Here's money. And here's the pistol. I'll go kill her. Kill you must.
I'll kill a dozen jailers if I need you to set her free.
Then off with you. Anthony, before you go, when you have rescued Joanna, bring her here. I will guard her while you hire the chest to Plymouth.
We'll be with you before the evening's out. Oh, Mr. Todd, thank you, friend.
Most honorable Judge Turpin. Honorable. I venture thus to write to you this urgent note to warn you that the hot-blooded young sailor has abducted your ward, Joanna, from the institution where you so wisely confined her. But hoping to in your favor, I have persuaded the boy to lodge her here tonight at my tutorial parlor in Fleet Street. If you want her again in your arms, then hurry after the night falls. She will be waiting. Your obedient, humble servant, Sweeney Todd. Give this letter to Judge Turpin. It's urgent.
This is a little bit quick. Put the sold out sign up, Mom. Mom?
I need to...
Mom? Where'd you go?
Oh, Toby, dear.
Oh, there you are, Mom. I put the sold out sign up.
That's my boy. Look at this lovely muffler. Wouldn't you like to know who it's for?
Cool, Mom, for me.
Can't tell you yet.
Oh, you're so good to me, Mom. Sometimes when I think what it was like back with Signora Pirelli, it's almost as if the good Lord sent you for me.
It's just me warm heart, dear. Room there for all God's creatures.
You know, Mom, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. If there was a monster or an ogre or anything bad that was after you, I'd tear it apart with my bare fists, I would.
What a sweet child it is.
Even if it was just a man.
A man, dear.
A man what was bad, and what was luring you all unbeknownst into his evil deeds and such.
What is this, Toby? What are you talking about?
Nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around.
Of course not, dear. Why shouldn't?
Nothing's gonna harm you, no sir, not while I'm around.
What did you mean, a man?
Demons are prowling everywhere nowadays.
Of course, dear.
I'll send them howling, I don't care, I got ways.
Of course you do. What a sweet, affectionate child it is.
Nothing's gonna hurt you, no one's gonna dare.
I know what Toby deserves.
Others will desert you, not to worry, whistle, I'll be there.
Here, have a nice bonbon.
Demons will charm you with a smile for a while, but in time, nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around.
Now then, Toby, what's this all about?
Little things that I've been wondering and thinking about. It's him, you see. It's Mr. Todd. Oh, I know you fancy him, but men ain't like women. They ain't what you can trust. Not to worry, not to worry. I may not be smart, but I ain't dumb. I can do it, put me to it. Give me something I can overcome. Not to worry, Mom. Being close and being clever ain't like being true. I don't need to, I won't never hide a thing from you like some. Mr. Todd gave it to you. And how did he get it? How did he get it?
Bought it, dear. At the pawn shop, dear. Come on now. Nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around. Nothing's gonna harm you, Toby, not while I'm around. Boys and their fancies, what will we think of next? Why don't you try on your lovely muffler? How warm it'll keep you when the days draw in, and it's so becoming on you. There we are, Toby.
Demons will charm you with a smile for a while, but in time, nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around.
You know, Toby dear, it's the funniest thing you come in to chat with me now of all times. I was sitting with my knitting and I was thinking, what a sweet, obedient boy Toby is. And, you know, you've always fancied coming to the bakehouse to help me with the pies.
Oh, yes, Mom.
What about it?
You mean it? I can help make them and bake them?
No time like the present, is there?
Ooh, quite a stink, ain't it?
That's from the old cellars. It's always a couple of rats gone home to Jesus. God knows what else. Now there's the bake ovens.
Ooh, they is big enough, ain't they?
Not to bake all the pies we sell. 10 dozen at a time. And you must be sure to close the doors properly and don't come too near it. It's dangerous. Now here's the grinder. You see, you put the meat in here, grind it, and it comes out there. Toby, you know the secret that makes the pies so sweet and tender?
No.
You must put the meat through the grinder 3 times.
3 times, eh?
Smoothly, smoothly.
Smoothly.
And as soon as a new batch of meat comes in, we'll put you right to work.
Look at me, making pies all on my own. Where are you going, Mom?
Back in a minute, dear.
Smoothly.
Mr. Todd! Lovett.
Mrs. Lovett. Sweet Polly Plunkett lay in the grass, turned her eyes heavenward, sighing. I am a lass who, alas, loves a lad who, alas, has a lass from Canterbury. 'Tis a row dow, diddle dow day, 'tis a row dow, diddle dow
Mr.
dee.
Todd! Beetle Bamford! Didn't know you were a fellow music lover.
Ah, yes. Fine shop you've acquired.
Thank you, it's my pride and joy.
Anyway, ma'am, I hope you have a few moments from here today on official business.
Official.
Yes, you see there have been a few complaints.
Complaint.
About the smell from your bakehouse? They say it's something foul. Health regulations being my duty and all, I'm afraid you'll have to let me take a look.
At the bakehouse.
Yes?
But it's locked, you see, and Mr. Todd has the key, and he's not here right now, so...
When will he be back?
Couldn't say, I'm sure.
One of my mother's favorites. Sweet Polly Plunkett lay in the grass, turned her eyes heavenward, sighing. I am a lass who, alas, loves a lad who, alas, has a lass from Canterbury. 'Tis a row down,
Diddle dow dee, 'tis a row dow, diddle dow dee.
What's that?
Just my boy helps me bake the pies.
But surely he's in the bakehouse, right?
Yes, he is. But just the other day we found him half starved down by the embankments. He gets lost, you see. So ever since then we locks him in for his own security. Oh, Mr. Todd, back so soon. And the goose heel, some silly complaint about the bakehouse. I told him you had the key and you weren't here, but there's no rush, is there? Why don't you let Mr. Todd take you upstairs and pretty you up? There'll be plenty of time for the bakehouse later.
Well, do you pomade the hair? I dearly love a pomaded head.
Pomade, of course, and a nice rubber bayron too, all for free.
Well, sir, I take that very kindly.
Oh, I am, sir, entirely at your disposal.
He's hoping he does it quietly. But just in case, I'll provide a nice musical send-off. Sweet body blanket lie in the grass, tenderize heavenward sighing.
Nair, black as a rook. My name is Mrs. Lovett's hair. Oh well, must be some black cow or something. Whoa, bit of a fingernail. Oh no! Oh no, Mrs. Lovett! Mrs. Lovett, let me out of here! Mrs. Lovett! Ah!
Just this way, sir.
You do me honor, Mr. Fogg.
I agree it would be to our mutual interest to come to some arrangement in regard to my poor children's hair.
Your children?
We are one happy family here, sir, and all of my patients are my children, to be corrected when they're naughty and rewarded with a sweetie when they're good. But to our business.
This one here has hair the shade I seek.
Anthony?
Joanna.
What is this? What is this?
Stop, Mr. Fogg.
Are you?
Or I'll fire.
Fire and I will stop.
I cannot shoot.
City on fire, rats in the grass and the lunatics yelling in the streets at the end of the world. Yes, city on fire, hunchback dancing, stirring in the ground in the worry of giant winds. Watch out! Look, fire, lightning, black rain falling in the city on fire. City on fire, city on fire. Will we be married on Sunday? That's what you promised, married on Sunday. That was last August. Kiss me.
Toby, where are you, love?
Toby, what are you, lad?
Gonna harm you.
Toby,
Look when I'm around.
Toby.
Where are you hiding?
There's nothing to be afraid of here, boy.
Nothing's gonna harm you.
Toby.
Look when I'm around.
City on fire, rats in the grass and lunatics yelling in the streets at the end of the world. Yes!
Oh, good hiding, I saw you. Are you in there still? Beetle, Beetle, get her, but watch it. She's a wicked one. She'll deceive you with her fancy gowns and her fancy airs and her mischief. Devil's work, where are you, Beetle? Beetle.
Rats in the lunatics yelling in the streets at the end of the world. Yes, city on fire, hunchback's dancing, yes, city on fire. Hunchback's shouting, stirring from the town of the flood. Turning the street, he's straight, black, royal, city on fire.
Mr. Todd?
No one here. Who is this Mr. Todd?
No matter. He'll be back in a moment, for I trust him as I trust my right arm. Wait for him here. I'll return with the carriage in less than half an hour.
They're after us still. What if they trace us here? Anthony, please let me come with you.
No, my darling, there is no safety for you on the street.
But dressed in these sailor's clothes, who's to know it is I?
No, the risk is too great. Oh, Miss
look at me, miss, oh, look at me, please, oh, favor me with your glance. Ah, miss, soon we'll be gone and sailing the seas and happily wed in France. And we'll sail the seas wonders from the hills of Spain to the rubies of Tibet, and then come back to London someday. And I'll be back before those lips have time to lose that smile.
Seen the error of her ways.
She has?
Oh yes, your lesson was well learned. She speaks only of you, longing for forgiveness.
And she shall have it. She'll be here soon, you say?
I think I hear her now.
Oh, excellent, my friend.
Yes, isn't that her dainty footstep on the stair?
I hear nothing.
Yes, isn't that a shadow on the wall?
Where?
There, primping, making herself even prettier than usual.
Even prettier. Oh, pretty women.
Pretty women, yes.
Quick, sir, splash of bay rum.
Sit.
Joanna.
Pretty women.
Pretty women.
Are a wonder.
Merry mood again, say Barbara.
Pretty women.
What we do,
Pretty women. Blowing out their candles, or coming out their hair. Even when they leave you and vanish, they somehow can still remain there.
Ah, how seldom it is that one meets with fellow spirits.
Oh, one with fellow tastes in women at least.
What? How's that?
Oh, no doubt the years have changed me, Your Honor. But then again, perhaps the face of a prisoner, the face of a barber in a night, is not quite so memorable. Benjamin Barker! Benjamin Barker! Rest now, my friend. Rest now forever. Sleep now the untroubled sleep of the angels. Tobias. I raised her. You! What are you doing here? Speak!
Oh dear. Excuse me, sir. I saw the barber's sign, so thinking to ask for a shave,
Where? When did you come in?
So I beg of you, whatever I've seen, no man shall ever know. I swear it. Sir, please.
Oh, shave, eh? At your service.
Sir.
Oh, no matter what you may have seen, her cheek is still as much needed a razor as it was before.
All the demons in hell have come to torment me. Quick, to the other.
Wait, Sweeney. Does the judge live still?
He was holding on to my skirt, but he's done now.
All right, I'll take care of it. You, over the other door.
No, don't touch her!
Open the door, as I say.
Mr. T.
What's wrong with you?
Please.
Some silly old beggar. No! Oh, God! No. What happened? You knew. What's happened? You knew.
I was only thinking of you.
Oh. Lucy.
You're Lucy, a washed-up beggar woman, picking food out of alley ash cans. Would you have wanted to know that was all there was left of her?
You lied to me!
No, not lied at all. No, I never lied. Said she took the poison. She did. Never said that she died.
Lucy.
Poor thing, she lived, but it left her weak in the head. All she did for months was just lie there in bed. Should have been in hospital, wound up in bedlam instead. Poor
Have I
thing.
done?
Better you should think she was dead. Yes, I lied 'cause I was. I'd be twice the wife she was. I love you. Could that thing have cared for you like me?
Mrs. Lovett, you're a bloody wonder, eminently practical and yet appropriate as always. Mrs. Lovett, as you said repeatedly, this little body by the best.
Do you
Come
mean it?
here, my love.
That was nothing for the best. Leave me. Can we still be married?
Story of the world, my pet.
Yes, Mr. Todd. Yes, Mr. Todd. Leave it to me.
Is learn forgiveness and try to forget.
By the sea, Mr. Todd will be comfy, cozy. By the sea, Mr. Todd, where there's no one
And
nosy.
life is more than life, my love.
So let's keep living it. Just keep living it.
There was a barber and his wife, and she was beautiful. A foolish barber and his wife, she was his reason and his life, and she was beautiful, and she was virtuous, and he was naive.
Hat a cake. Baker's man. Bake me a cake. No. Bake me a pie. To delight my eye. And I will sigh if the crust be high. Mr. Todd. That's the old beggar woman. You've harmed her too, have you? You shouldn't do that, you know. You shouldn't harm nobody.
Get off!
Razor, razor. Pat him, and prick him, and mark him with a bee, and put him in the oven for baby and me. Oh, you will pardon me, gentlemen. No one is to come in here. You see, my mistress says no one can come. For there's work to be done, you see. Oh, there's so much work. 3 times, that's the secret. 3 times through the grinder. You must put the meat through the grinder 3 times. Smoothly, smoothly, smoothly. Attend the tale of Sweeney Todd. His skin was pale and his eye was odd.
He shaved the faces of gentlemen who never thereafter were heard of again. He trod a path that few have trod, did Sweeney Todd. The dean and barber of Fleet Street
Fleet Street.
Seems a few his room is bare. He hardly uses his fancy chair. The more he reads, the more he lives. He never forgets and he never forgives. Perhaps today you gave a nod to Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. Sweeney wishes the world away. Sweeney's beauty for yesterday, lying in the lake, waiting the years, hearing the music that nobody